It is 12:47 in the morning. Daniel is a senior analyst. $118,000 a year. Good company. Solid reviews. The kind of employee who replies to emails within the hour and volunteers for the projects nobody else wants. He wakes up to his phone buzzing. The email is from HR. The subject line contains the words transition, restructuring, and effective immediately. His laptop, the one sitting on his home desk, the one with 6 years of his work on it, has already been remotely wiped and bricked. His badge stopped working at midnight. His Slack access was revoked while he was sleeping. He is reading about his own termination in the dark. Now meet Priya. Priya is a freelancer. She earns $74,000 a year across a roster of 6 clients. No corner office. No company retreats. No LinkedIn title that impresses people at dinner parties. This same week, Priya loses her biggest client. They are restructuring too. She gets a 2-week notice and a polite email. She loses 20% of her income. She sends 3 emails Monday morning. By Thursday, she has 2 conversations with potential replacements. By the end of the month, she has partially backfilled the loss. She never missed a rent payment. Here is the question I want you to sit with before we go any further. Who had the stable career? Because Daniel did not just lose a salary. In a single midnight email, he lost 100% of his labor income, his employer-subsidized health insurance, his 401k match, his professional identity, and his sense of financial ground simultaneously without warning in 49 out of 50 states without any legal requirement that the company explain why. Priya lost a client. Daniel lost the floor. Part 1. The concentration risk nobody names. Let me give you a framework that the financial industry applies to investment portfolios but almost never applies to income. Concentration risk. In portfolio management, concentration risk is what happens when too much of your wealth is held in a single asset. If you put 100% of your investment portfolio into one stock, even a great company, even one you believe in deeply, any competent financial advisor will tell you that is not a strategy. That is a catastrophic vulnerability. They will show you charts. They will use words like systemic exposure and correlated collapse. They will explain patiently that no single asset, regardless of its past performance, is a substitute for diversification. Now I want you to apply that exact framework to your income. If you are a single-income corporate employee, you have 100% of your labor income concentrated in one asset. That asset is your employer, and that asset can be canceled. Without notice, without cause, without legal obligation to explain itself. Because in 49 out of 50 American states, at-will employment means your employment contract, the one you signed with such relief and optimism, contains a clause that functionally reads, "This arrangement continues until one of us decides it doesn't." Your senior manager title is real. Your salary is real. Your mortgage, your car payment, your children's school fees, all real. But the income funding all of it is a subscription. And the other party holds the cancel button. If a financial advisor saw a portfolio this concentrated, they would not suggest adjustments. They would call it an emergency. Part 2. The handcuff reality. The job loss itself is not the whole story. What most people do not calculate until they are living it at 12:47 in the morning is the architecture of dependency that a corporate job builds around you while you are not paying attention. Let's start with health insurance. While you are employed, your company subsidizes your health coverage significantly. The average employer-sponsored family health plan costs roughly $23,000 a year in total premiums. Your employer pays the majority. You see perhaps $300 to $400 a month on your pay stub and think of it as your cost. The moment your employment ends, COBRA, the federal law that allows you to continue your existing coverage, hands you the full invoice. That family plan your company was quietly subsidizing, $2,110 a month. Yours to cover, starting immediately. This is not insurance. This is insurance against the insurance going away. And it arrives precisely when your income has stopped and your anxiety is at maximum. Now add vesting schedules. Most corporate 401k matches and equity packages operate on vesting timelines, 2 years, for years, sometimes longer. Leave before the cliff and you forfeit what you believed you had earned. The company benefit that felt like compensation was actually a retention mechanism. Vesting schedules are a coffee loyalty card for your professional life. Except instead of a free coffee, the prize is the retirement money you thought you already had, and leaving early costs you thousands of dollars you mentally spent years ago. The golden handcuffs are not a metaphor. They are a financial architecture specifically designed to make leaving painful and staying feel safe. Part 3. The AI invulnerability bias. I want to talk about something that 2025 research gave a specific name to: invulnerability bias. Studies conducted this year on worker attitudes toward AI automation found a consistent and striking pattern. When workers were asked whether AI would significantly impact jobs in their industry, the majority said yes. When asked whether AI would significantly impact their specific role, the majority said no. The threat was real. It just wasn't happening to them. This is not unique to AI. It is a well-documented cognitive bias, the belief that systemic risks apply to the category but not to the individual within it. Smokers who believe lung cancer is a real risk, just not for them. Drivers who believe accidents happen, just not to people who drive carefully. But here is where the data gets uncomfortable. Research on current AI capabilities finds that administrative and analytical roles, the kind held by Daniels across corporate America, have 44% to 46% of their core tasks automatable with tools that exist right now. Not tools in development, not theoretical capability, current, deployed, commercially available tools. And the market does not wait for a company to finish dying before it prices in the collapse. Consider Chegg, an education technology company that was generating strong revenue and employing thousands of people. When AI tools began replicating their core service, the market responded. The stock fell 97%. The employees inside that company, reading internal memos and attending all-hands meetings, were in many cases the last to know how terminal the situation was. The market knew. The stock knew. The invulnerability bias kept the employees from seeing what was already priced in. Your title does not make you invulnerable. It makes you feel like you are. Part 4. The burn rate case study. Let me show you the math that makes this visceral instead of theoretical. Meet Marcus. He is a project manager earning $115,000 a year. By most measures, he has done everything right. He has a home. He has a car. He has savings. He is, by the Federal Reserve's own data, better prepared for a financial disruption than the majority of Americans. His monthly committed obligations look like this: mortgage, $2,100. Car payment, $580. Student loan, $420. Utilities and phone, $310. Groceries and household basics, $800. Minimum debt service on a credit card carrying a balance from last year's home repair, $280. Total fixed monthly burn rate, $4,490. Marcus has a $22,000 emergency fund. This puts him in the top third of financially prepared Americans. Most people reading this do not have $22,000 liquid. Marcus is ahead of the curve. Now the midnight email arrives. Month 1, $4,490 in fixed obligations. Plus COBRA for his family plan, $2,110. Total outflow, $6,600. Emergency fund balance, $15,400. Month 2, same burn. Balance, $8,800. Month 3, same burn. Balance, $2,200. In 3 months, a $22,000 emergency fund, representing top third American financial preparedness, is functionally gone. And the average job search at Marcus's level, in 2020 SIXS market, runs 4 to 6 months. He has not been irresponsible. He has not been extravagant. He has been a normal, prepared, financially responsible professional. And the architecture of his single-income life is designed to vaporize his safety net before the new job arrives. The stability was never in the job. It was in the illusion that the job would always be there. Part 5. Redefining what stable actually means. The idea of the stable corporate career is not timeless wisdom. It is a product of a specific historical moment, the post-war American economy of the 1950s, when large corporations offered genuine lifetime employment, defined benefit pensions, and an implicit social contract that has been quietly dissolving for 40 years. Sociologist William White called this figure the organization man in 1956. A person who traded individual ambition for institutional belonging and received genuine security in return. That trade no longer exists. The pension is gone. The lifetime employment is gone. The at-will clause replaced the social contract. And the organization man's psychological successor, the person who finds identity and security in a corporate role, is playing a 1956 game in a 2026 market. The new math of genuine financial stability looks different. Research on freelancer psychology finds that 66% of experienced freelancers report feeling more financially secure with 5 clients than they ever felt with one employer. Not because the total income is higher, because the concentration risk is structurally eliminated. Losing one client is a setback. Losing one employer is a crisis. 3 income streams is the new minimum for actual stability. Not because 3 is a magic number. Because 3 means that no single cancellation, no midnight email, no restructuring, no AI automation of your role's core functions can eliminate your income floor in a single event. One stream covers needs. A second stream covers wants and savings. A third stream is the insurance policy that the corporate job was never actually providing. Part 6. The structure you build yourself. I want to go back to Daniel, because Daniel is not a cautionary tale about being bad at his job. He was good at his job. He was the person the company called when something needed to get done properly. Daniel's vulnerability was architectural. He had built his entire financial life on a single load-bearing wall. And when that wall was removed, quietly, remotely at 12:47 in the morning, the structure had nothing else to stand on. The question I want you to answer before you close this video is specific. If your income stopped this Friday, not reduced, stopped, what would still be coming in next month? Not your savings. Not your emergency fund. Those are reserves, not income. I mean actual, incoming revenue that does not require your current employer's permission to exist. If the answer is nothing, if the direct deposit stopping is the same as your entire financial life stopping, then you are Daniel. And the midnight email is not a remote possibility. It is a scheduled event whose date you do not know yet. The solution is not to quit your job. Your job may be excellent. The income may be strong, the work meaningful, the colleagues genuinely good. Keep it, but start building one income stream that does not require anyone's permission. A consulting arrangement in your field of expertise. A digital product that generates revenue while you sleep. A skill monetized through a platform that does not care whether your badge still works. Something, anything, that means the cancel button on your corporate subscription does not also cancel your income floor. Start small. Start ugly. Start this weekend. Because stability is not something a company provides. Stability is a structure you build yourself. One income stream at a time. And the best time to build a second floor was the day you started your first job. The second best time is right now. Here is your action step before you sleep tonight. Open a notes app or a piece of paper and write down every source of income you currently have. Then write what your financial picture looks like if the largest one disappears tomorrow. That gap between what you have and what you need is your resilience number. And closing it is exactly what the next video is about. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And drop a comment below. How many income streams do you currently have? Be honest. Let's see where we actually are.